black. All important movies start with a black screen. And music. Edgy, scary music that would make a parent or studio executive nervous. And logos. Really long and dramatic logos. I dig it. Okay, get yourself ready. Now, let's start the movie.
Welcome to my new bike, Triumph Tiger 800 ABS. I've just picked this up from Destination Triumph Solent branch, Fareham, whichever one you want to call it, the one that's just south of Loomies. Guess where I'm heading, by the way. Not the best of days to pick one up. Actually, the sun's out now, which is nice, because hopefully it can dry me out a bit, but yeah. Quite rainy this morning, so yeah, got very wet coming over to pick it up. Now this started off its life at the Destination Triumph Washington branch, which is my local one, as their demonstrator model, and it must have been registered within the same week as the Scrambler, because the registration plate is only off by... It's only one of the letters that are different. The registration plate is almost the same. So, yeah, they must have been very closely registered. So it's almost, you know, it's almost meant to be, isn't it? So yeah, it was a demonstrator, then it got sold privately to one owner who's put most of the miles on it. And now it's come to me to put even more miles on it. So, we'll tell you all about it in the walk around. So here it is. This is my new Triumph Tiger 800. I say new, it's new to me, but it's not one of the new models. It's actually one of the original Tiger 800s, one of the ABS models. So I believe it's a 2014 manufactured one, but it's on a 2015 plate. So let's give you the walk around. Now it's had quite a fair bit of stuff done to it before it's come into my ownership, and since I test ridden it a few weeks ago. It needed an MOT, so in order for it to pass its MOT, it needed a few bits doing. So at the front end, most of it, so this is where most of the work's taken place. New fork seals and fork oil, of course, because one of the seals was leaking, so they've replaced both sets of fork seals. Also, it's had two new front discs and pads, because the brake discs were ever so slightly below the minimum for an MOT. It wouldn't have failed the MOT, but it would have shown up as an advisory, and the chief mechanic at Destination Triumph apparently is quite particular with these sorts of things, so he insisted that it has a new set of brake discs and pads on there, so that's been done, so that's brilliant. So fresh pads, fresh fork seals, fresh discs, and it's also had to have a new front tyre, because the original one, the rubber had perished. It's also had a new rear tyre as well. In fact, what tyres are these? I haven't even... So I'm literally filming this not long after picking it up. It is the Scorpion Trail 2s. No idea what they're like. I mean, for now, they just feel like brand new tyres, as you would expect. So yeah, new tyre on the back. And then otherwise, it's all pretty much stock. As far as I could tell, the extras are the Triumph tank pad, and I believe the handguards were an extra on this model. Otherwise, it's all stock, apart from obviously the top box. That's a Gibby top box, and it's also got a front fender extender, which is going to be really handy for keeping it clean. And it also has a Gibby rear hugger. Yeah, there we go. Rear hugger, so that should help with the fling from underneath. Also got the paddock stand bobbins, which is going to be really handy because it doesn't have a centre stand. And the main add-on, of course, is the Givy top box, the V56 mono key thing, which is just ginormous. In fact, if you look at it back here, it's pretty huge. I haven't tested this theory, but apparently 2 full face helmets will fit in there. I'm pretty sure it'll fit 2, but yeah, I'll try that at some other point. And it's got integrated brake lights on there as well, which is quite a decent safety feature. So there we have it. Standard exhaust, like I say, it's not had the arrow put on or anything like that. I don't know whether I will do that or not. I'm quite happy with how it sounds. It does sound quite nice. Not very loud, of course, but with the sort of questionable things going on at the minute with all these noise cameras that may or may not be installed, I think I'm just going to leave it as stock just for now. So there we have it. 30,000 miles on the clock, just over, and it still rides really well. It still feels like pretty much a new bike, especially now it's had all the work done as well. It's had a service as well, and throttle bodies have been balanced, all that sort of stuff. It's all, yeah, as good as new as it can be, really. So I'm really happy with my purchase. I've got this on 24 months finance, no PCP this time, so at the end of that 24 months it's mine. And also I don't have any mileage restrictions, so that is brilliant. So there we have it. It's also had a new set of Triumph heated grips fitted, because the ones that were on it, one side didn't work, which unusually it was the left side. Normally that always works. It's always the throttle side that breaks on heated grips I've had in the past. It's usually always the throttle side, because that's the one that does all the moving. But no, it was the left side for some reason, and yeah, they looked at it, apparently wasn't repairable, so yeah, new set of Triumph heated grips on there as well. All of this at no extra cost to me, which is brilliant. So yeah, I've got a really good deal here. I really like the colour. This is the sapphire blue colour. So yeah, overall it's in very good condition. There's just a couple of little scuffs on the handguard and the mirror there, but I'm not really fussed about that, because it's a pre-owned bike. It's going to have little scrapes here and there. Future upgrades, I think, yeah, possibly the arrow exhaust, maybe. I'm not sure on that one. Definitely think it needs a beak at the front, because they'd look better with that, in my opinion. Oh, and also the fog lamps as well, because, yeah, they just look cool. I've already got a low seat for it. I just haven't got it fitted yet. So yes, we are adventuring now. A proper adventure bike for many miles to do. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. It's my first bike that's not a parallel twin. So yeah, 3 cylinders now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a lot of miles on this. Definitely going to be a lot more comfortable than either the Scrambler was or my GPZ for longer distances. It does feel like you could just sit in this saddle for hours and just keep going. So yeah, looking forward to taking it for its first big journey, which might be in a few weeks' time. I'm going to head up to Hinkley. Might as well visit the Triumph factory while we're there, get a photo opportunity there, visit the place that it was assembled. Okay, so the camera ran out of battery before I could finish the video. So yeah, any other upgrades I don't think I've mentioned that I would get is definitely a Scott oiler, because on Mrs. 480's ER6 that's got a Scott oiler, we've only ever had to have the chain adjusted once in the year that we've had it, well, almost a year, and that adjustment was only done quite recently as well. So, and it's not like the bike doesn't do many miles. I've been using it a fair bit. We've put quite a few thousand miles on it already, and yeah, to only have needed to adjust the chain once in nearly a year, that's pretty good. And the chain still looks, you know, as good as new. So yeah, Scott oiler system, definitely a worthy investment. I was a bit sceptical about them at first. I thought, surely if it's just oiling the chain constantly, as the chain gets dirtier, it's just going to put more oil on the dirt. But actually it's more of a sort of combo of an oil, lubricant and cleaner, which magically seems to do the trick. So yeah, I'll definitely look at getting one of those for this. On Garden Shed's V-Strom, he's got one of the electronic ones with the little control box on the handlebars, and he can control the drip rate. so you can easily click it up for you for the winter and things like that. And I think the top range models can now also tell you when the reservoir's about empty. I think, I'm sure there's something like that. There's like a fluid level indicator of some sort. So yeah, that'll be if I can afford the top range model, I'll probably go for it. But I think I would only be able to afford the vacuum system. So yeah, there's that. Other upgrades, I've mentioned the fog lights, haven't I? And the beak, just for cosmetic purposes. I may get a centre stand for it. For now, I'll see how I get on with using just the paddock stand. I think that might be fine. And if I'm getting a Scottoider fitted, then hopefully I shouldn't really be needing to get the back wheel up in the air very often. I'll probably get some engine bars as well, but not so much for protection, more for they make really good camera mounting points. So yeah, I might get a set of them put on, so I have some camera mounting options. And that's about it. Otherwise, the bike has got the sort of features I need. Heated grips for the winter, nice good amount of wind protection and stuff for the longer journeys and the colder weather. Not looking forward to riding this on hot days. To use Spicy 110's description, like on the XJ6 Divi, it is a bit of a ball cooker, I think, in the hot weather. So yeah, that might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's nice and easy to stand up on this. It's very comfortable standing up. In fact, this will be more comfortable riding off-road than the Scrambler, because you won't have the high-level pipe getting in the way of your leg. That's the only problem I found on the Scrambler off-road was, yeah, the high-level pipe just sort of pushing your leg, so you can't really get your foot comfortable on the foot peg, and you know, be in good reach of the rear brake. Not that I'm planning to take this off-road much. I mean, I've said that before. Don't plan to do any off-roading. And then, like, yeah, a couple of weeks later, here we go, doing some green laning. I'll have a bit of a go on this at some point. It is a Tiger after all. I know this one's the road-going version and it's not designed for off-road, but should be right on a little bit of green laning stuff. Nothing too extreme, it'll be fine. So yeah, very happy with this. I'm looking forward to doing plenty of miles on it and sharing my adventures with you on that. So thank you for watching. I will see you very soon on whatever the next video might be. Bye bye.